and light. Namaste, Ashe. Happy. Is it still Thursday? Is it still Pentacles Day? Yes, it is 11:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is still Pentacles Day. Happy Venus Day Eve. Okay. All right. So we're going to do a collective, Aries collective. As I was saying, Aries collective, I heard other signs like Libra. Now I'm hearing Pisces. Aries, Venus, Libra. Venus governs Libra and Taurus. Mars governs Aries, which is Venus's twin planet. They have similar attributes. Mars is masculine, Venus is feminine. That's what makes Aries a masculine sign and Venus a feminine sign. Taurus and Libra are feminine energies. If you look in your chart, it'll show you how many feminine energy placements you have, how many masculine, fixed, mutable, things of that nature. They all have meaning to them. Happy Aries season, okay? I know there are people that are saying, oh, well, the sun is still in Pisces, okay? But Aries season doesn't, I heard someone say Aries season doesn't start until April 20th, but here's my thing. The moon is in Gemini in some places of the world, and some places the moon is in Cancer, okay? Venus is retrograde in Aries, okay? So how is it that, and so people are saying, so that means for all of you whose birthday is before April 20th, you are Pisces. No, that is not true. Because when I was born, according to the planetary alignment, okay? Now, what I won't do is discredit the mathematicians, the astrologers, the geologists who did not have drones in the sky. I'm not going to discredit them, okay? I know a lot of people, they're just like, well, did you see the cosmic view? The sun is still in Pisces. I'm still in Aries, okay? When I was born, the sun was in Aries, okay? So I hear what you're saying about 420, and there are a lot of people that are fixated on the number 420. They really want it. Easter is on 420 this year, okay? So we know that, we know the thing about the Roman calendars. We know that, okay? But we still celebrate our birthdays on the days that we were born. So if you were born April 6th, every April 6th, you celebrate that as your birthday, okay? Well, of course, there's someone who can come and say, well, I did the math, and based on this, your birthday doesn't always fall on April 6th, okay? It's an anniversary. It's the day that you were born. We're not talking about how many days this and that. That's not what we're saying, okay? And also, to say that readers are giving false information for telling people that, the tropical, because, some people, they list all three placements: tropical, sidereal, and I believe Placidus. Okay, so the three of them have three different trajectories, right? It does not mean that a reader is giving false readings, because, for prime example, if I pull the Five of Swords energy and I say this is Aquarius energy, this is Aquarius energy. We're not talking about where the sun is. The energy of this card is Aquarius, okay? The Justice in reverse. The energy of the Justice card is Libra energy. That's the planet Venus, okay? We know that things shift and we know that things change. Nothing stays constant. That's why we have these Mercury retrogrades and these Venus retrogrades. Last year, every planet went retrograde except for Venus. Now, okay, if you want to be technical, maybe the start of the year isn't January, but I'm not about to discredit anybody's belief system. But what you better not do is tell me, okay, that I should not believe in what I believe in. Okay, so this is an Aries collective reading. Happy Aries season. Okay, happy Aries season. April is the favorite month of the year. Okay, I just love the month of April. So let's see what's going on with Aries. Like I said, when I was pulling the energy, I was also getting Libra. We are Venus retrograde. Venus retrograde was in Mars. In Mars, in Aries. So that means Venus and Mars are mixing and mingling. Okay, that is nothing but love and money. Okay, that's also, that's a lot of heat. Okay, Venus got that fire, Mars got that fire. That's a lot of heat. Okay, that's a lot of passion. That's a lot of love making. That's a lot of empathy. That's also a lot of fighting. Okay, um, it just is. Okay, so what do we have? We have this seven of. I'm not going to start with the tarot. I'm just not. Let's end with tarot, okay? Let's end with tarot because I don't want that heat that early. Okay? Does this have to be a love thing? I don't know. Now I'm getting a little scared, okay? What deck should I use? Let me roll the dice. How about that? Let's because this will give me some instant energy right here. So I have my three zodiac dice, okay? Each dice represent an aspect of the cosmos, okay? Okay, so this one dice represents the 12 houses, so it's numbered 1 through 12. Unfortunately, it's so small, you guys can't really see what's on it. This second dice represents the zodiac signs, okay? The 12 zodiac signs. This third dice represents the planets, the sun, the moon, the north and the south node of the moon. So there's three energies of the moon in that dice because the north and south nodes, they are of the moon. Like the planet has north and south poles, the moon has north and south nodes. So you have the moon, the north node of the moon, and the south node of the moon. So the moon is represented 3 times in that dice. So I'm going to roll these dice here. Let's see what energy what comes out. We got Venus, okay? Like I said, we got Venus. If you guys can see that. And keep in mind, not every artist and designer creates the planets to look similar. The houses, of the 12 houses, we have the number 12. That's Pisces energy. I said I was feeling Pisces energy. So the energies are just repeating itself. And we got Aries. Y'all saw me roll the dice, okay? So this is just confirmation that I am supposed to be doing a collective on Aries and Venus. Pisces jumped up in there. Venus governs Libra and Taurus. So there you have it. We have 12th house. Neptune governs the 12th house. That is Pisces energy. Aries is the first house, which is governed by Mars. Okay, Aries is all about, like I was saying, that's the first house that represents the body, the start of things, taking charge, getting the ball rolling, empowerment, empathy, passion, compassion, anger, desires, okay, confrontation, okay, combativeness, fighting, and that warrior energy, okay, whether it is, whether you are warriors on whichever side. It doesn't matter because the Aries energy represents both sides. It represents anger, and then it represents empathy. It represents compassion, and it also represents fighting. Okay, giving no F's. 12th house Pisces. Secrets, privacies, things that are hidden. High priestess energy. So I'm definitely picking up spiritual warrior energy. And then with Venus, moon goddess. With Venus in 12th house, that's definitely high priestess, moon goddess, uh, goddess energy. Okay. And look what we have at the bottom of the deck. We have the moon. Okay. So, and we have Neptune. Okay. That's 12th house. Okay. Pisces energy. I mean, it's just coming out. All right. All right, Spirit. So, what is it that you have for the collective? So, already the energy that is out here, Aries is the theme, but the energy, it doesn't look like Aries is. I'm not picking up on the energy that Aries is running the show here. Aries may be dealing with a lot of shit involving Pisces because we got Neptune here that governs Pisces. So a lot of secrets, things hidden. The moon priestess energy, the high priestess or the high priest. With Venus, I would say high priestess because that's feminine energy. Moon energy is yin energy, okay? Um, the high priestess knows things, secrets, okay, sacred knowledge, sacred information. Tell me more about this moon energy, Spirit. What do you want? Oh, let's start with Venus. Okay, Spirit said let's start with Venus. But I will say with Venus out here, Aries, and the 12th house, what I will say is for some of you, there's some money that you're not aware of that will come to surface. It will come to surface, okay? Because the sun exposes the moon, okay? The moon is not a light source. The sun illuminates the moon, exposing the moon. We are able to see the moon as clearly and as visibly as we can because of the sun, okay? I'm getting Leo energy. Okay, so for Venus, we got soulmate, and we have feminine twin. All right. So this is definitely love energy. You guys, I want to show you my stone here. This is emerald. Okay. So this is my birthstone. My birthstone according to the day that I was born. So we know the month of Aries is diamond, right? But depending on what day you were born, or is this malachite? I'm sorry, I said emerald. Or is this malachite? I think this is emerald. But the day matters, okay? Not every Aries, not all Aries are the same. If you were born Aries first, your gemstone may be something different. But I know for me, my birthday, the day in April, I'm an April Aries. Emerald is definitely my stone. The month of April is diamond, but if you break it down, the days, I think it's like April 1st through the 4th or something like that. There's a different stone. But anyway, so clarifying Venus, we have feminine twin and we have soulmate. So we have clearing core wounds, okay, and activating higher self. This is high priestess energy, okay? This is a feminine twin activating her higher self, tapping into that Venus energy, tapping into that moon energy. That's north node moon energy, okay? Tell me about the 12th house here. We have 12th house, but we also have Pisces right here. So we have Neptune, which governs Pisces, okay? So let's see. And the deck that I'm using right now, this is the Twin Flame Ascension because, like I said, I felt love. I'm starting to feel justice because I think some shit is going to hit the fan with this Aries energy. I can definitely feel it. But we definitely know we have a feminine twin out here. Clear energy blocks, that's 12th house. Yes, activating your higher chakras, activating your higher self. So, in order to clear your energy blocks, and this is clarifying the 12th house, right? So, the 12th house is about privacy, things that are unknown, things that are unable to be seen, or things that are kept secret. So, like hiding things under the rug, right? So, eventually, those things need to be the rug needs to be pulled back so that you can see the karmic debris that is within you. You need to clear it out. It's like keeping a band-aid on a wound that has not only healed up, but now it's starting to accumulate like dead skin that is no longer protecting it, but now it's just fester. It's a place to fester bacteria and things of that nature. Although the wound has cleared, so you got to remove the band-aid from the wound so you can actually see what it is that you need to be clearing out. Okay, we have increase your frequency, higher conscious awareness. Okay, so we got clearing core wounds, activating higher self, activating your higher chakras. Okay, the chakras that are below the lower third half of your body. Okay, your higher conscious awareness. That is Pisces energy. That's intuition. Okay, knowing sacred knowledge definitely increases your frequency. Okay, we have the numbers 3 3 out here twice. We have the number 6 6, and then we have the numbers 1 1. Okay. Um, all right. So this is High Priestess energy. Okay. Someone who takes heed to spiritual guidance and information, and spiritual intelligence. That is definitely High Priestess energy. Keep in mind, we are talking about a twin feminine. All right, Spirit, tell me more about this Aries, okay? Aries, we have reprogram your soul, release karmic debris, raise your vibration, and claim your power. 5 5 Aries, that is definitely something you can do. That is definitely something you will do, okay? Aries, we also have healing separation, go within. Okay, so Aries, something slowing you down, Aries. This is that divine intervention. So, Aries, you may not be moving as quickly as you want to right now. It is a process to reprogram your soul, Aries. Release karmic debris, raise your vibration, and reclaim your power. That's going to take a lot of energy. Okay, so what's Spirit? Tell me what's involved in Aries reprogramming their soul, releasing karmic toxic energies and relationships, raising their vibrations and frequencies, and reclaiming their power. What's involved in that? We got space here. Aries, you're going to need to make space. And in order to make space, what do you need to do? You need to release. That's what it says right here. Release. Go within. Healing separation. Be alone. Let go so that separate yourself, okay, so that you can heal. Okay, what else, Spirit, do you want Aries to what other guidance do you have for Aries to reprogram their soul? Resilience, finding your limits. Aries, that can be a problem for you because Aries, you're so used to going beyond your limits, actually. Okay. But like I want to keep reminding you, we have High Priestess energy out here. Okay. We have High Priestess, feminine twin. So this feminine twin is actually going to, what I see is transformation, evolution, transitioning. Okay, so the end result, the overall result, the end result of it all is soulmate energy. Someone is going to meet their soulmate, or they're going to connect with their soulmate. Okay. But in order to do that, you need to clear your core wounds. Uh, you know how they say, hit them in the core. Basically, it's like, go deep. Don't just slap them on the wrist, like punch them in the gut. Hit them where it hurts, like that kind of pain that keeps you bent over for a long time. Okay, so those are the types of wounds that, Aries, you're going to clear. I am speaking of a feminine twin. Okay, uh, the journey is, this is a soulmate journey. Okay, so let's see what chakras need to be. Well, it says, clearing energetic blocks. So, which chakras need balancing? Probably all of it. Okay, because they work together. They work together. They work best together. Okay, which chakras do you want this feminine twin to work on? What are they hiding under the rug? So basically, that's what this is. Okay. So we have here heart chakra. Okay. Generosity. Generosity is sharing. I give freely and I am open to opportunities to do so. I do this because I can and I expect nothing in return. Aries, I'm kind of thinking, although this is guidance, wisdom, I'm thinking that this is actually one of your problems. Because I am picking up on an emotional giver. Okay. Speaking from the heart will let those around you know how you feel about them. Your generosity will touch another person's heart and replenish their spirit. Okay. Through love, you have positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both yourself and others. So basically, we know that giving is good, but to just give on impulse, to give to people to make them feel better because that's your love language, that is causing an overactive heart chakra. So it's like, okay, well, what's wrong with an overactive heart chakra? The heart chakra, the wheel is turning, it's spinning, it's operating. What's the problem? Well, when things are out of alignment and out of balance, just think about the wheel on a car moving too fast. The wheel is spinning at 70 miles an hour, but the rest of the cars are doing 35. Okay. So faster doesn't mean better in the case of chakras spinning, right? So it becomes a blockage, right? Because it works against you. Okay. Let's see what other chakras that need to be worked on to clear these blockages. What is this? Okay, so patience here. Aries, you do need to exercise patience. And that's probably why you're just quick to give to people, because it's like, oh, I see this problem. It bothers me. Instead of just sitting back and watching to see how things play out, or coming up with a plan to see how you can better support a person, you're just quick to give. Okay. And so you need to exercise patience. So you need to observe in nature. As you observe in nature, growth takes time. Okay. So Aries, it's not that you should not be generous, because through love, you have a positive, spontaneous, and lasting influence on the healing and transformation of both yourself and others. And I think that is a gift that you have, Aries. Okay. That's why you're going to end up, you're starting at as a feminine twin, and you're going to end up as a high priestess. Okay, that is major growth, Aries. Okay, so increasing your frequency. All right, let's see. Increasing your frequency. How can you increase your frequency? Let's use this deck. You guys, I got decks galore, okay? But this deck right here has a lot of really good wisdom. It's actually two decks combined. I'm famous for collecting similar styles and messages that have, their own. Look at this. The whole deck just wants to come out. Spirit, we're not reading the whole deck. Not tonight. Not tonight. Okay. All right, let's see. Increase your frequency. What messages do you have for Aries increasing their frequency? Now, keep in mind, this is Pisces energy, 12th house Neptune. So if you're a Pisces or a Virgo, this could also apply to you. Okay, look at this manifestation of light. That is the answer to how you're going to increase your frequency. All right. I see my own beauty, Aries. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. Notice beauty is in here twice. That's Aries energy. I free myself from negativity. My wisdom glows. Everything is beautiful in this message. That is definitely first house energy, Mars energy, Aries energy. That's also Venus energy, okay? Okay, so we have the guardian of heart, and then we have heart chakra here. So these messages are definitely aligning with each other. They're definitely resonating and are in sync with each other. So that means that the flow of the message is definitely balanced. Okay, so the guardian of the heart, guard your mind and find inner peace. That's how you're going to increase your frequency, okay? What messages do you have for this, for reprogramming your soul? Okay. Oh, you guys, I'm sorry. I'm coughing. I'm coughing. I didn't take my, I know why. To reprogram your soul, we have self-respect here, okay? That's the message for reprogramming your soul. I follow my heart. My heart knows what is good for me. That is exercising emotional intelligence. Okay, I respect my limits. And also, this card says, Aries, find your limits, okay? Look at this dragon and look at this person here that they're riding the wave, but the dragon definitely has the capacity to take on a tsunami, whereas this person or this figure can't. Okay, it's just not physically possible. So the message here is, yes, this person is resilient. However, although the dragon is able to take on the tsunami, the dragon is also protecting this person. It's blocking the water from consuming this person. That is God's grace, okay, you guys? Because testing the limits, sometimes we don't test the limits. Sometimes we're not even, it's not even about testing the limits. We are just Aries. As Aries, we just do it. Okay. I answer the requests of my body. Okay. And so as a result, I learned to love myself. So how are we going to reprogram our soul? Self-respect, self-love. What is self-love? So you honor and you answer the call of what your soul is whatever the communication your soul is giving you. Okay, whatever desires your soul. And I'm not talking about karmic energies. I'm not talking about the destructive, detrimental things to our souls. I'm not talking about the wounds. Okay, we're not talking about those things. All right, we're talking about when you feel like no one loves you, and we're not talking about people who just seeking attention, or they have a mental health disorder where they just cannot seem to process and rationalize things. But if you feel like you're alone, you are alone. Okay. So honor what your soul and your body is saying. If your soul is saying, I'm alone, it doesn't mean that you don't have God. Okay. It just means that probably, as a matter of fact, if you feel alone and you have a connection with God, the Most High God, you don't have moral support. That's what it means. So you are alone. Honor that. And what do? Put yourself in places and spaces working where you can surround yourself with people that you can learn to grow with and build and establish some type of rapport, association, collaboration, partnership, even romantic relationships. Okay, whatever you need to do to answer the call of your soul when your soul says, I am lonely. Okay. Self care, self love, honor, and give what your soul is asking for. And we have choice gates. Okay. That's how you reprogram your soul. Choose what you want to reprogram your soul with. Okay. Because once you deprogram, in order to reprogram, you got to remove the old program and then you got to replace it with a new program. Okay. Sometimes it pays to take risks. So letting go of old ideas and concepts and beliefs and traditions. And it's just like, well, where did that lead me? Okay. Where did these traditions, okay, what value have they added to me? Okay. Build yourself a guideline. All right. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light. Didn't I say that? When you have that foundation with God, um, and you feel lonely, it is not that you don't believe in God or have the faith. We have flesh and we need fleshly interactions. Okay, that's just how it is. You can have God, okay, but God knows that you also need people. So in times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me to the light. I follow the guidance because you are a feminine twin that is transitioning and growing to become a high priestess, to be the goddess of the moon. Okay. Um, you release your destiny to God and your faith is rewarded. So, meaning those old programs, you let them go. Let them go with ease and just give your destiny to God. Okay. You know, people say, order my steps. Okay. Jesus, take the wheel. Uh, let go and let God. That's what this is saying. I release my destiny to God. Choice gate. Okay. Sometimes it pays to take the risk. What is the risk? Letting go of everything that you have learned and letting God fill you up with a new program. Okay. Releasing the carnal knowledge uh, and letting God fill you up with love and light. Uh, and to be quite honest, what does it look like to let God fill you up um, with what it has to, with the new program? God filling you up with the new program, what it looks like is spiritual gifts. Okay. The ability to heal, the ability to uh, channel messages, the ability to do distant healing using old techniques, aka Reiki. Okay, the ability to uh, make herbal medicinals that for some reason only your recipes seem to be effective versus other people's who are skilled and trained at that. Okay, love and light makes the difference. When God gives you the knowledge, the intuition, the emotional intelligence, when God fills up your emotional intelligence bank, when God fills up your third eye, when God fills up your crown chakra, when God fills up your sacral chakra, when God pours into your heart chakra, okay, it is nothing that any person on this earth can give you. All right. So, Aries, what's going on? Now, let's get down to the tarot. Okay. Let's get down to the tarot. So, congratulations, feminine twin, okay, who's on their soulmate journey, okay, and in the process, becoming a high priestess. So, here's the thing: there's a masculine twin who is on a soulmate journey, and they're doing this whole process. So, you guys, if you've paid attention, this is a journey right here, and these are the steps. You clear your energy blocks, you increase your frequency, you reprogram your soul, and then you are in the healing separation phase where you go within. Okay, that's when you learn yourself, that's when you become one with your higher self, and that's where you let go of the old programming and you allow God to fill you up with a new program. Okay. And what does it look like when God fills you up with a new program? It looks like supernatural gifts. It looks like spiritual discernment. It looks like channeling messages. It looks like being able to do distant healing, healing someone on the other side of the world. Okay. There are some people in China whose lungs are not functioning properly because during that earthquake, they were fortunate enough to survive the massive debris smoke. Okay. All that clouds of debris from the buildings falling, those who survive, their lungs, their eyes, their sinuses, they have to be completely flushed out. Their eyes, all their orifices need to be cleansed out. And you have someone in the United States who has the ability to tap into someone's energy with their permission uh, and fill their cup up because they are full of despair. That despair needs to be released and removed and flushed out so that it can be filled with God's healing energy. Okay, so that they may live. Choice gate. Sometimes it pays to take a risk. All right, Spirit, what messages do you have? Tell me more about this soulmate connection. We are already at the bottom of the deck. We have the Emperor here. That's Aries energy. That is your masculine. Okay. And right now, he is ending a phase of being stuck, trapped, and bound. He's going through this. He's clearing energy blocks. The Death card with the Eight of Swords, your divine masculine is your, well, at this stage, he is your masculine twin. He's going through the same process. The Emperor, the Ace of the Eight of Swords, and the Death card. He is letting go of blockages. He's clearing energy blocks. Okay. Looks like you guys have very similar energies. Okay. So increasing your frequency, what does that look like? Receiving divine guidance. Okay. Generosity. Both of you are emotional givers. Okay. Because the heart chakra, So this Six of Pentacles, this is the energy of an empath, okay? This is love. This is Venus energy. Okay, we have Taurus, Capricorn, although that is earth energy. This is representing a person, okay? An empath, okay? And you have the Ace of Swords here. So they're emotional. This is healthy emotional intelligence. You guys are on the same damn page. Patience. Oh my goodness. If the messages ain't resonated, I don't know what it is. Hold yourself accountable for the things that you are aware of. Okay. Hold yourself accountable. Okay. Because the judgment in reverse, this is you not holding yourself accountable or you not listening to spiritual guidance. So you need to, why? Because you're holding on to an old program. Okay. We have the world here and we have judgment. Okay. So you're also completing, the Hierophant represents the old program. Okay. The program of, it also represents generosity as well. This is someone who gives without being provoked. This is someone who gives unexpectedly. Okay, the Hierophant in reverse, yes. Taurus energy, this is Venus energy. Okay. Um, so the Hierophant, the world, the judgment in reverse. Let me get some clarification. This judgment in reverse. Okay. Because the world represents a cycle of completion. And the death card. So the world and the death card represents that you have completely transitioned. You have finished that phase, okay, of operating, as some would say, in the matrix. Okay, but what is this judgment in reverse here? Just need some clarification. We got the Ace of Swords here. Okay, so you realizing the errors in your ways. You understanding that it's not that God wasn't talking to you. You just didn't take action. And so therefore, the Six of Swords in reverse, that is you needing to reprogram yourself. I mean, I just can't say it any better. Releasing your fears, okay? Taking a risk. Because we have choice gates, okay? So you decided to go back, okay? Go back to what God told you. And you are letting go. You are releasing your fears. You're letting go of the darkness. And you're choosing to take a risk. So although you were on your way somewhere, you're like, nah, I need to go back for a second. Because I got lost in the sauce. I got distracted. What was it that God said to me again? Okay. What was it that God said to me? We have the Seven of Cups and we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace, the Knight of Swords here. So the Seven of Cups represents somebody's trying to find their purpose, okay? So you're just like, okay, what was it that God was telling me to do? And so you're in between the phase where you know you need to increase your frequency. You do know that you have not been taking heed of spiritual guidance. So what are you doing? You're trying to correct yourself. So you're like, what is it that I need to do? Okay. And what do? You jump right on it. The Knight of Swords, you jump right on it. You waste no time. The King of Pentacles, this is you and your security. Okay. This is you trusting, knowing that you are protected. Okay. In times of uncertainty, I ask God to guide me. That's that Knight of Swords and that King of Pentacles energy. Okay, I ask God to guide me to the light. I follow the guidance to find the door. That's what you're doing. The Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. You're just not wasting any time, okay? Once you realize I need to find my purpose, what is it that God was telling me? You got right on it, okay? You follow the guidance to find the door to the light. You released, you let go of the Moon in reverse. You released, okay? Whatever your fears, whatever you were hiding, holding back, that's that moon energy. Whatever your insecurities were, you let them go. Okay, you gave it on up to God. You said, let me reprogram my soul. So let me just go ahead and give you what I have. Okay, I'm going to release that because I know that I want what you have to give me. Okay, we got the Strength card here. Okay, your confidence, and you have built your confidence in the Most High. So this is talking about soulmate, and your masculine twin came out, feminine twin. So he's on his way. Let's see. Yes, I cannot. He is on his way. Yes, he's on his way. Okay, he's listening to what God has to say. He's on his way. I'm hearing I'm on my way to Canaan land. Okay. If my mother doesn't want to go, if she don't want to come, if my father doesn't want to come, it doesn't matter because I am taking the path that God is guiding me on. Okay. God is guiding me to the light. Okay. I follow the guidance to find the door to the light. Okay. That's what that is. Taking heed, godly instructions. Okay, let's round this up, Spirit. How do you want to sum this up? How do you want to, let's close out this reading. I mean, I just want to know what's going to happen between the divine feminine. So we know that there is a masculine twin out here. We got a feminine twin who's on her way to becoming a high priestess. Okay, we have a masculine who's on his way to becoming a high priest. Sum it up. Bring it home, Spirit. Bring it home. Bring it home, bring it home, bring it home. Okay? Bring it home, Spirit. I said bring it home, didn't I? We got the 4 wands. That is bringing it home. Homecoming. See the high priestess energy out here. Okay, and the empress. Look at this. Bring it home. We got the King of Cups here. Divine protection. Love and light. Emotionally balanced. Compassion. Supportive. So this is your reprogram. This is your reprogrammer right here. You are being reprogrammed with compassion, control, balance, empathy, the ability to tolerate, not accept, not be used and abused, but to have tolerance. Okay. Tolerance of what you can't control. Okay. And to wash away the darkness, clearing core wounds. Y'all are coming together. Aries, congratulations. Because this entire reading, 48 on the timer. Okay. Soulmate, feminine twin. High priestess energy, high priest energy. It just, the whole process, okay, of how the two of you, Spirit just showed each of your journey. You both are on the same journey, okay? Because this is your, if I can get the card, this is your destination, the 10 of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know this is Aries. We do have Libra energy here. Aries. We got strong Aries, but this is a collective, so multiple zodiac signs could come out. So we do have an Aries here. We have an Aries masculine, but the 4 wands represents Aries as well. Okay, give me Give me some signs here. Spirit, couples. Give me some signs. I see Gemini. We got Mars. Gemini. Okay, so one of you could be a Gemini. Who's who? I don't know. We got Leo. Okay, I just heard Leo is not the Gemini's partner. That's what I heard. Or that's the other side. I'm not sure what that means. Okay, but we got Mars here, and we have Taurus. That's Libra. I'm sorry, that's Venus energy. Virgo. Okay, I'll do one more. So we got Gemini, Leo, Mars, which governs Aries. So we know this is about Aries. And then we have Virgo, okay? So I mentioned Libra in the beginning. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that is air energy, okay? Oh, we got Cancer here, okay? Someone could have a Cancer moon, a Cancer Venus, okay? Cancer Mars, Virgo moon, Taurus sun, Leo Neptune, Gemini moon, Gemini Mars. Okay, so on that note, you guys, I'm going to close out the reading. But this definitely was a love collective. Aries, Pisces, okay. The Ten of Cups, that's Pisces, okay. Pisces energy, Gemini energy, Aquarius, Pisces, fire, Earth, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, okay, Taurus, Gemini, Scorpio, Leo, and Leo is out here again. Aquarius again, okay. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, a lot of Venus energy out here. Okay, we got air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, fire, Pluto, so the Scorpio. Okay, someone could have an Aries, Leo, Sag, Scorpio, Pluto. All right. Okay, so collective, that was your reading, okay? The energies did pretty much stay consistent. Now, this is a collective, so I definitely picked up on a collective of divine feminines or feminine twins that are on their soulmate journey. And I definitely picked up on a collective energy of masculine twins who are on their soulmate journey. The end result for both are the masculines are going to develop and grow and cultivate and be divinely guided into and transition into high priestess. The feminine energy will grow and cultivate and become high priestess. Okay, so I don't think I've had a reading that mapped out like the process like this. We started out with the feminine twin, and then it mapped out the masculine twin, and then the end of this reading, what happened? The two came together. Okay, so wonderful reading. Okay, wonderful reading. And I will say this, there was no BS like third drama stuff, third karma drama stuff. You know, that comes in even when you don't want to, even when it starts, it just seems like it doesn't want to stop. So this was beautiful because you got to see the focus on just the two. From start, from where they are until their whole process through until now. Okay, you guys, if you want to book a private reading, this week is pretty much booked. I mean, if you even, it's already Thursday, okay? Um, I mean, the spirit will have to move me to do a reading between now and Sunday. However, I mean, you just might be in luck. So, what I'm saying is, try your hand. Today is Thursday. Is it still Thursday? No, it's not. Happy Friday. Happy Venus Day. Okay, it is 12:18 a.m. It is Friday. Venus Day. Okay, so by the time this becomes available, it's going to be tomorrow morning. Okay, so those of you who have not watched watched it live, you probably won't see it till tomorrow. But if anybody watching this video at any time, if you want to book a private reading, please email me. My email is in the description, along with the PayPal link. Do not pay first. If you pay before you ask your question, that is a donation to the channel. Okay? That is a donation to the channel. If I receive payment with no question, that is a donation to the channel. Because the way that the process works is when you email me to ask for a private reading, we have to make an agreement, okay? Any payments outside of an agreement is a donation, okay? Not disputable. I'm just telling you guys right now. So when you email me, any payment that you have made prior to the email, that is supporting the channel. That does not count towards a reading. So what I'm saying is, if you want to donate to the channel, please, by all means, do it. But if you also want to book a reading, whatever you donated to the channel has nothing to do with your payment for your reading, okay? Email me. Try your hand if you feel like you're favored like that. You got it like that, because you might get a reading out of me between now and Sunday. There is no guarantee. However, any requests for a private reading, do not expect your reading to be returned before Wednesday. That is April 9th, okay? So go ahead and book it, okay? Email me so I'll know what you want. Please know what you want, because I don't like to go back and forth through email. I just like it real simple. So if you're not sure what you want, or if you don't have a specific question, just email me and say, hey, I would like a reading. I don't have a specific question. You don't have to have a specific question, because guess what? Everything is going to come out. Okay? Whatever you need is going to come out. That's just how it works. You don't have to have a specific question. Whatever you need is going to come out. So if you don't have a specific question, email me and say, hey, I would like a private reading, but I don't have a specific question. Boom. That's it. I'll respond to you, and hopefully the next point of communication is me delivering your reading, which will be no later than Wednesday, okay? All right. And that's that. All right. So for you guys who want to be ahead of the bunch and you want to make sure you get your reading before next weekend, please book your reading now, okay? Because let me just tell you, May was crazy back in March. May was crazy back in March, okay? Because people have specific dates where they want to receive their answer. It's to each his own. Okay, people have reasons for why they want what they want when they request it. Like me, I operate with the phases of the moon and the void of moon course and all that other stuff. And so people are very intentional. Okay. On that note, till the next time, happy Venus Day with love and light. Namaste, Ashe.